After turning out of the parking lot, the building disappeared, and I found myself fully alone with Nico for the first time. Even the first time he'd questioned me, Dr. Carter had been right down the hallway, so this was different. And it felt a bit awkward. So, I had no idea what to start a conversation about. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my room ready. Oh my God, what a moron. I did my best not to roll my eyes at myself. Nico glanced over, then back to the road. Nah, all good. I needed to clean out that room anyway. Only took me like half an hour. That's good. I'm a little worried about being a bother. I know you probably have your own life to deal with, and this is not really what you had planned. Unless you're constantly harboring women from danger, that is. First time, actually. I did save a vampire from some hunters once. That guy owes me one. Big time. I froze. And blinked. Wait, vampires are real? The implication sent a new shiver of fear up my spine. Nico barked a laugh. Oh, sorry. I thought you could tell I was being sarcastic. No, they aren't real. Well, I assume they aren't. He chuckled to himself the rest of the drive, and my cheeks went red in embarrassment. We pulled up to my house 5 minutes later, where Luis stood outside. He waved as we pulled in. His 2 other friends pulled their car in behind us. Luis was scanning the surrounding area as I got out of the car. Hang on, Nico said. No going in until we clear the house. I stopped mid-step and looked at my place. I didn't even contemplate that someone might be waiting inside for me. The thought was enough to turn my guts to water. It was my home. A place that should always feel safe. In one sentence, Nico had changed all that. Now, every shadow, every angle, every nook looked like it could be hiding someone. A nightmare fantasy flashed through my mind. Some dark figure crawling out of my linen closet. A knife clamped between his teeth. Murder in his dark eyes. I shivered and crossed my arms across my chest, feeling cold even in the humid Florida heat. I handed Nico the keys and waited with Sebastian and Felipe, while Nico and Luis went inside. We stood in silence. Both men kept looking up and down the road. I couldn't take my eyes off the house. When Nico came out 3 minutes later, waving the all clear, I released a deep breath, relief swelling in my chest. I knew I was safe, being surrounded by 4 shifters, but still, the thought of an intruder being found in my place had been more stressful than I'd even imagined. I stepped onto the porch, and Nico nodded inside. Take all the time you need. I'll be at the front door. Luis will go to the rear exit. We'll stay outside to give you some space. Thanks, I muttered. The first thing I did was go to the fridge and throw out anything that wouldn't survive a week or 2 and put the trash bag by the door. In my bedroom, I pulled out my big suitcase and the carry-on bag I used whenever I traveled. I stuffed my carry-on full of my toiletries, phone charger, and other little things. I grabbed random clothes, shoes, and underwear, then dropped them into the larger bag. I was on my knees organizing the bag when I let my hands rest on my thighs. All I could do was stare at the things in the suitcase and wonder if it was enough. I would be only 20 or 30 minutes from my place. I could always have someone bring me back to grab whatever I'd forgotten. Why was this happening? How long would I have to live like this? Bodyguards? Safe houses? Chaperones to and from the store and work? It was all too much to bear. I felt the fear inside me, but also a growing rage at the injustice of it all.